What's good, social cam family and all my other social network peeps? Grace and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. This is Pastor B.R. Ali, aka Pastor in the Hood, coming to you once again with just a short word of encouragement that might enhance your life, might encourage you to go on a little further, or maybe help you relieve a little bit of the tension that you're dealing with right now. Today I want to talk about the subject called stress. Those things that get on your nerve, those things that get up under your skin, those things that make you tense, those things that cause you to clench up, those things that make you about to feel like you're about ready to lose your mind, where you say these words, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying hard not to lose my head. It's like a jungle out there. Sometimes it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. You need to realize that our world is in a stage of confusion. We are walking around and what's spinning around is a ball of confusion. When you look in Egypt, that 100 plus people have been killed, 1,000 plus people have been injured as the new president tries to establish authority. When you look at Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife, who are now facing federal charges and sentencing today about $750,000 that has been so-called misappropriated. And then when you realize your everyday struggles, rent, mortgages, car payments, insurances, and children's getting ready to go back to school, uniforms, lunches, you're dealing with electricity, you're dealing with phone, you're dealing with all these different aspects of life, and you find yourself dealing with the thing that we call stress. I realize that stress will hit all of us, and I realize that some stress is good stress. But let me encourage you on 3 ways that you can help alleviate your stress. Number 1, you got to learn how to rest. And I am not a perfect example of always following my own advice, but I have found out lately that if I don't rest, the stress will overtake my body and put me in a precarious way, not only health-wise, but mental-wise and physically, and then also it may affect me spiritually. So I've learned that I ask God every night to give me rest. He promised that he would give his beloved sweet rest. So number 1 is rest. Number 2 is living up to the standards of God and not trying to live in the will of others. I found out that it's easier for me to try to please the one and true and living God than it is to try to please the number of people that I know in life. I realize that as long as I do it God's way, as long as I love him with my heart, love him with my mind, love him with a piece of my understanding, and then number 2, that I try to treat my neighbors as I want to be treated myself, I found out that will alleviate a whole lot of stress. God has given me a way that I just try to love where I can love, and then when I can't love, walk away from it. So that helps relieve my stress when I don't have to try to please others. And then number 3, know who you are. When you know who you are, you won't try to intimidate or you won't be intimidated by others, and then you won't try to imitate others. When you know who you are and realize that you're wonderfully and marvelously made and created in the eyesight and in the image of God, and that when God made you through your mom and dad, he said that you were good. When you realize that who you are is who God intended you to be, then you don't have to try to be like anybody else. You don't have to try to look like anybody else. You won't have to try to keep up with anybody else. All you have to do is just walk in the destiny that God has created for you, and I guarantee you this will relieve a whole lot of stress. So to all of you that may be dealing with a stressful situation today, this is the Pastor in the Hood, Pastor B.R. Ali, encouraging you, number 1, to get you some rest. Number 2, do it God's way. And last but not least, be yourself. Know who you are. Don't try to be anything else or anybody else. And I believe if you get some rest, and I believe if you do it God's way, and I believe if you just be who God created you to be, then your stress will be at a level that's manageable, and you will be able to handle what comes your way. So may this be the best day of your life, and tomorrow be even better. This is Pastor B.R. Ali signing off with just a word of encouragement on you, to you, and for you on how to deal with your stress. I speak freedom over your life. I speak a peace of mind over your life, and I may God give you peace that passeth all understanding. This is my prayer for you. Peace, family. I love you. Have a great day. Tomorrow's going to be even better. Later.